Straight from the curb where the asphalt burns, Maplewood streets where a lesson is learned. From the gritty blocks to the Door County line, Mark and Jeff are next in line. They left the shadows of the Door County neighborhood, doing things that the locals never could. From Maplewood up to the woods of the Cape Cod, of the Midwest wild, they're trading the concrete for the Turtle Boy style. Two fearless warriors, hearts made of steel, on a YouTube mission to keep it real. Mark and Jeff, yeah, they're taking the crown, the baddest duo to ever hit this YouTube town. Mark and Jeff, they're calling, the stakes are high. Underneath that heavy Wisconsin sky, they aren't just creators, they're battle bound, changing the game, keeping their feet on the ground. The mics are on and cameras are rolling, the Madstork flock is counting the views and collecting the wins and doing it without sins. From Maplewood Tuck to the woods of the Cape Cod, of the Midwest wild, they're trading the concrete for the Turtle Boy style. Two fearless warriors, hearts made of steel, on a YouTube mission to keep it real. Mark and Jeff, yeah, they're taking the crown, the baddest duo to ever hit this YouTube town. The Maplewood grid turning up the Door County heat. Mark and Jeff, they won't accept defeat. Click that button, join the fight. The Madstork flock are taking the lead tonight. Oh, Mark and Jeff, come join the flock and hit the share. Subscribe and
Hello, Mark.
Welcome to Friday.
Friday,
It's Friday, isn't it?
Yep, it's a Friday, and are we ready?
I think we're ready to have some fun. It looks like some people are
Yes.
setting expectations, that we got to deliver on.
Now we're going to have to, yeah. Got to say a couple of housekeeping things. Got to thank the other Mary B. She mentioned us yesterday on her stream, and we really appreciate that. And we congratulate her on 1,000 subs. Unbelievable. That's great news. And also Mary B., our friend, she mentioned us too, so we really appreciate that.
Nice.
And everything. So I say hi to everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming in. We're going to do a little bit of Mike Crawford. Last night, Mike Crawford got on and basically said he doesn't care, he doesn't watch, he doesn't do anything. And all of a sudden, he just goes into about Turtle Boy, just like that. And so we're going to watch a little bit of him, kind of give us a chance to give us. We'll talk a little bit about it too as we go. We hear that Mike Crawford. Now, just so you know, Mark's got to catch up. We got to get somebody. I think we're going to get Malin to kind of help us out one day to kind of catch up, Mark, with what's going on in Massachusetts, and maybe get Boston Gingy too. Everybody that's really up on Karen Reed and all the players. But Mike Crawford, the rumor is that he's become a tutor after school for kids. And now, Mark, his history is he had to quit wrestling because he smoked too much pot. He was working for AIG, I believe, Financial, and he was labeled as money making Mike. So, but AIG didn't think enough of him because they had to fire him because he smoked too much pot. So
Yeah, that's a problem, you know.
I have to ask you.
Weed. Huh?
I have to ask you because you come from a person that was an educator
Sure.
and had some degrees, was a principal of our high school, and your dad. Now, would your dad, with a history of smoking pot, now I realize that Massachusetts is a state that allows you to smoke pot, but would your dad hire somebody to teach kids at that point, do you think?
Only if they shared with him. No. he was a pipe guy, but he wasn't a bong guy. No, it's obviously not. I mean,
Mr. V, just so you know, your son said that, not me.
Yeah, I'm going to see him later today, so I'm telling the world that he smoked weed in the boiler room. All the teachers, they could smoke in the 80s.
Right.
We couldn't.
In the
no, absolutely not. You can't smoke. The teachers can't smoke weed and publicize it.
Right.
Even in today's, my brother is still teaching, and he doesn't smoke weed, but he could come on and tell us about wacky teachers.
Has your brother Rob, has he figured out YouTube to finally watch us? Because he thinks we're a little crazy with this YouTube thing.
He does. He doesn't understand it, nor do I, but yeah, he's out there. And, I don't know if I told him today. I was talking to him a little bit on text, and we're building an arbor for my sister, so I'll be back up to see you, Jeff. So.
Oh, okay. My cords will get done, maybe.
Yeah, maybe not. Or you could do it yourself.
Do you think that one of these trips I'll finally get that sausage from Louisiana that I've been waiting for? Or
the boudin. You know, I haven't had the boudin yet. It's still in the freezer. We got to do it. Maybe if I don't get it to you, maybe you and Tommy Boy can make a road trip down here and we'll cook up some meal crawfish.
That'll be good. Maybe we can get Jerry to come too, our friend Jerry.
Oh, yeah, come on over.
I invited him on the show one time. I don't know if he's ever going to make it, but we have a friend named Jerry. He is like the most Republican right side you could ever get.
Even further than any of us.
Yeah, he's like really right. And so I invited him on, and he was like, "Oh, I don't know." But once he gets going, the guy can't shut up. So I figured that he'd be a good, at least for a couple of minutes to come on and spew his hate.
He does get further down the line than I'm comfortable with. I guess I'm more moderate in my views, but he is a piece of work. I think he's camera shy, maybe.
I think he is too, a little bit. And then I also I'm hoping today I offered Kasi G. Everybody on YouTube, everybody that watches us watches Kasi G. He's great. And I invited him on today to join us if he wants to. So if he does, that'll be great. And I know he loves to go over this Mike Crawford and Brian LTL and all the ones that are just completely goofy. So why don't we get into the to Mike Crawford? And like I said, now he is the one that always says, we're not watching anybody. We're not paying attention. We're not doing this. But then he goes off on a little rant and he's telling everybody that Turtle Boy is crashing out. And this guy's crashing out bad. Yeah. And I mean, he's got to be losing. I mean, he's got to be losing some money making stuff right now.
This is the guy you were telling me about, that he bashes Turtle Boy, but then he can't stop talking about him.
Right. Yeah.
He obviously has a man crush on him, and he's trying to get back. I mean, that's how it works. He's a little squirrely. Maybe there's counseling for him.
There might be. And I want to tell everybody, too, that Nick Rikita, I think that's his name, Rikita Law, last night he went after Kate Peter, Masso Mafia. And, I mean, it's gold. Anybody that didn't catch it, please go catch it, replay it, because, I mean, he was relentless. And she was trying to get on him, and it was just it was just unbelievable the way he went after her. So, but let's get to Crawford here. And I know I got to catch up because I know Brian LTL Media did a show, but it was just a replay of something with Karen Reed. You can always tell, Mark, when they're having trouble, these people, because they go back to the replays of the Karen Reed trial to try to get, people that want to watch it again and all that. And I mean, I went after my boy JFK show off a couple of days ago because he was sitting there saying he was crashing out and all this kind of stuff. And then he talked about how you got to be a solid. You got to be a solid. And the reason why he's losing people is because he's not solid. He's not, loyal. He's not anything.
What's his definition of solid?
He just says, you got to show up. You got to be there. But it had nothing to do with being loyal, and real. And that's what he has to do. But yeah, last night, Rakita was just unbelievable. It really was, and everything. But I got to learn to put these on. Make sure you hit the like, everybody. Hit the share. And if you haven't subscribed, that's the other thing I wanted to bring up. Before I started the show today, we were 3 away from 200. 3 away from 200 subscribers. This little
going
moving up, and we appreciate each and every one of you. So
I'm going to show my dad how to do that on his phone. He's 94.
That way,
he likes it stuff.
He can watch us.
He could,
because he was the one. When I was in high school, he said, "Are you ever going to take anything serious?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I will."
When I find something, I'm sure. Are you sure he wasn't talking to me when he said that?
And then he said, when I told him, I said, "Yeah, I think I'm going to go into radio." He said, "Okay, Dan Rather." I said, "No, that's TV."
Yeah, you don't have a face for TV. You got a radio face.
That was a couple of days suspension, correcting him. But other than that, I mean, it was good talk him and I had.
Never hit you, did he?
Our friend Tom, who's basically my right-hand man here that does a lot of things for me. He was telling me a story about how he sat down with your dad, and it was a great story. You got to hear it one day.
Okay, I'd like to.
It was talk because our friend Tom is like a genius in math, and he didn't know what way he was going to go, and your dad kind of steered him in the right direction. So it was kind of fun to hear about the talk he had. So you'll have to hear about it. So I put the stats on our screen so that people can see them, because otherwise, with going to try to get them all up on the screen, it's going to be tough probably for me watching Crawford and that. But so
there's some new people in the chat. I can't. I wish I had the capability of responding to some people.
Thank you all for welcome back. Where it says post a comment.
No. No. If I start clicking stuff, something's going to go on. Something's going to happen. I'm going to disappear.
All right, we're going to start this, okay? Mike Crawford had a little trouble with Turtle Boy last night, but he don't watch and he don't listen, and he just he doesn't care. He doesn't care about Turtle Boy. So here we go.
What is going on today? Happy Thursday. What day is it today? It's Thursday. I'm chilling. I'm just working. I got a crazy kind of work day doing the dogs, which some people get very upset about, which is funny. We're probably going to talk a little bit about that today. A lot of content I want to catch up on. So much. I want to get on Chud the Builder. I want to touch on definitely this interview that just happened with Greg Connor on Note My Objection, or is it Note Your Objection? I got to look it up. What is it? I got to make sure I get it right.
Well, he's prepared.
We'll figure
it out. No kidding. Professional there.
But we're going to play some video from that just a little bit. If you want to catch the whole interview, I'm going to post it in the chat. So because I'm only going to play just a little bit of that interview with Greg Connor.
Greg Connor.
I don't want to get in trouble with the content provider.
Greg Connor is running for Norfolk County, Massachusetts DA. He's going to take over. He's Mike Morrissey's right-hand man, so he's going to try to, win that election and keep.
Is he a good guy?
Well, I guess he's not. I guess it's just going to be, like another Morrissey. So the people of that area everybody does, I guess, want a guy by the name of Adam Deitch. And, so Mike, I think Mike is supporting. Mike doesn't have a vote, but he's supporting somebody else. I think he's supporting a woman that's running. But I guess they got like 6 or 7 people running for this DA. They're picking, it's the right time because of all the trouble, with the Karen Reed and everything. So they're picking the right times. So that's who he's talking about when he talks about this Greg Connor. And then there's the person that's going to interview Greg Connor. She became a hit on TikTok, I guess, because she was completely against Karen Reed. And so she would always say, fuck around and find out, fuck around and find out. It was like, so, but she's an attorney, but I guess she's got some history of some drugs and stuff like that, but became an attorney because her dad was an attorney. So she's a treat too. So, but they'll get to that in a little bit, but so we'll get back to Mike.
Content creator on it. But hopefully people check out the whole interview. There's also some Supreme SJC oral arguments on a case we've been covering in the past. The Beverly Fire. Carver. We might play some of that today. Yeah, I just want to check in and see what's up because there's been so much, a little bit of drama going on yesterday or today. I don't even know when. When did this happen?
It's like you don't know.
Fucking hilarious. Dude is this dude who's been crashing out. It's just fucking hilarious. It's so funny. It's amusing actually to see them crash out over and over again. And especially this time, like breaking the award and crying about my dog walking. Let's play some of this. This is just.
Notice how he fake laughs.
Oh my god, dude!
Really bothering.
Remember when he used to go after ratchets, like people who would like scam the system? Now he's going after like this guy works. He works for a living. How dare he work for a living?
That's not what that's all about at all, Mark.
He's just making it.
He's just making that up. We would all like him to work,
Yeah. So he's off the air. And
he works too much. The fuck? The fuck is going on with these people?
Fake laugh.
He picks up the dog poo. How dare he actually clean up and take care of people and animals and how dare he? He should just be a litter bug like I am. I just wonder, this guy had kids? Did he ever change a diaper?
Diaper.
Like,
it sounds like he's still wearing one.
I guess I'm like beside myself. I'm like, does he realize some of his audience, probably half of them have dogs? Some of them are dog walkers. Some of them are dog trainers. Some of them do dog sits.
They say at least he trimmed the beard. I mean, before it was like really bad. It was really.
Well, it doesn't look that good now. Maybe he should go to a bag.
He's going to do something.
Does he realize some of his audience actually does work for a living?
Come on, Mike.
Speak.
Funny too, because he talks about that. I have to like.
Who's he talking about again?
Like, but I have to go pick up dog poo. I also, you know what else I do? I pick up dog shit of other people that they leave behind. People like him. If he had a dog,
do you believe
I'd be picking up his poo too?
I don't know the guy, so I would say just from his babbling, I would say his constitution doesn't allow him to pick up other people's shit. So he's just
he thinks
trying to act like he's a.
He thinks he's a dog whisperer too.
Yeah,
I think
I whispered to my dog.
I think I'm more of a dog whisperer than him. I mean, look at when Tracy enters the room and he's coming towards me. I mean, I'm more of a dog whisperer than anything.
Well, maybe.
I bet you the dogs that he sees, they run away from him.
The glare.
He smells like dog shit.
And the glare, that's another content creator.
Watch this for a second. This crash out. This is freaking hilarious, actually, to me.
This is
I can't believe how much we're in their head.
How much
sits there and talk.
How much were that there and were our heads. Unbelievable. That's how goofy this guy is.
So this guy's bald on top, you said, like me?
He is. This one isn't. Brian LTL is.
Okay.
But Brian got some kind of hairpiece going on. I think Nan Gallagher, the lawyer that comes on his show and that everybody loves in our chat, I think Nan bought the wig for him. I think.
Talks about how we watch everything he does.
That's the only one I could think of that has the money to do it.
Which we don't.
Yeah.
What none of us do. I watched him for 2 seconds the other night and comment on it. He acted like I watched him all the time. Meanwhile, all he does is stream our stuff and watch us all the time. We own you, dude. You are our content too, bro. Long term, long game, bro.
Now, don't forget, Turtle Boy has 165,000 followers, subscribers.
And this cat has how many?
I don't know. I guess I don't know what it is now, but I mean, he's lost some, so I don't know exactly what he's got, but I mean, he's actually losing a lot. But he's
on weed right now. He's got the purple haze going on in the back.
Watch this crash it.
Yo, look at your fucking life. You're picking up dog shit. You're following around four-legged animals.
Following them around. I'm not sure. I usually actually, if you have experience with dogs and animals and you're a professional dog walker, you usually lead the dogs, actually. That's what, like, we're not all, like, getting dragged by the dog like you are, Aiden.
Not leading them. You're
Number
walking
one,
next to them.
Number
You walk
one.
in front of your dogs.
That's
You know
just-
what the
that's
hell
just
they're
tip
doing.
number one,
Knucklehead.
Mammals. And they shit and you pick it up. That's your fucking life. You are less than a...
What
Oh, I
happens
gotta
when your kid's shitting? Did you pick it up? Did you pick it up? Did you have someone else do it for you?
Oh, man.
Like
I
being
pick
a
up my dog
service to
shit. I just
somebody,
got done
offering a
doing it. I got to
service
cut the
people,
grass.
Taking care of
What's up,
animals.
Bo? Thanks for checking us out.
It's supposed to be embarrassing. Working for a living is supposed to be embarrassing. Running a business is supposed to be embarrassing. How classist and anti-American are you, bro? How get
This is the thing too, Mark. If you can see the chat, all this parasite does is shit on Aiden. When Aiden comes back, then Aiden's bad. Turtle Boy is bad, and that's the whole thing. I mean, there's people out there. There's this Twisted Tragedies. I think that's her Untwisted Tragedies. She says that she don't care about Turtle Boy, but she's never done a YouTube content without Turtle Boy, without mentioning Turtle Boy and everything about Turtle Boy. And that's the same as all of them, like this Kate Peter, the Masso Mafia, all about Turtle Boy. Her life goal is to make Turtle Boy suffer. That's what her life goal is. And now this guy here and Brian LTL, they were big Turtle Boy supporters when Turtle Boy went on their show and helped him with some subs. But now he's bad because they just don't like him, because of what he does. So
it's capitalism of you?
come on.
Would you rather just have the dogs be the shit on the ground and no one pick it up? It sounds like that's what you're advocating for, actually. What is wrong with you, bro? Look at that face. Look at that face. He's having a good time. He's very serious. He's very serious about what I do.
He looks desperate. He sounds desperate
I
to talk
do.
about stuff. I mean, come on. Has he looked in the mirror lately?
So owned by me. I don't even care about you.
You're right, Boston. We need to create a
You're
diagram,
nothing.
Mark.
I just laugh. That's all I do now.
Diagram?
You aren't my problem anymore, bro. Like I
Got to stop and say hi to Hippie Chick. The girl that got this all started in Discord. We sure do appreciate her. Can you believe it, Hippie Chick? We're almost at 200 subscribers right now. Isn't that something? Look what you created. You created monsters over here between Mark and I. Can't forget Tracy.
Tracy.
He's still in Vegas, but he'll be back. I think we're going to do a show on Monday. I'm not sure, but look what you created, Hippie Chick.
you say I want you to
Anybody want to blame anybody? Blame her, right, Mark?
Yeah. I'm the rookie here. I just know how to say dumb shit sometimes.
I don't care what happens to you. One way or the other, I don't care. You're not my problem. You're just someone that can be a little irritating, but mostly I just laugh at. You're a fucking joke. You have no credibility. You think you're a tough guy, but you're fucking the biggest fake tough guy I've ever seen in my life.
Jeff, when you got guys like this that all they can do is rip on,
that's too much for you. You're too much.
That's the easy part.
You're above work.
He doesn't add anything to this conversation except you're ugly too.
Yeah.
Was he a child?
Well, that's what he acts like. I mean,
Yeah,
that's what all of them act like. And
yeah.
and Turtle Boy does. I mean, there's stuff, and the chat knows this. The people that watch, there's some stuff that I don't agree with Turtle Boy. I mean, he's got a shtick that is kind of like the Howard Stern kind of thing, the shock and all that kind of stuff. And I don't agree with it sometimes, but I'll tell you, when he gets on a roll, the best part of Turtle Boy, and I've said this before, is when he watches his own videos from like when this all started, and he's sitting there watching himself. Oh my God, is it good? I mean, he'll sit there and go, "Oh, Turtle Boy, you should have never said that. They're going to sue you on that one." And now he's being sued, which is really funny. It's not funny to him because it's a lot of stress, I'm sure. But so he's a shock guy. I mean, that's just the way it is. And they just don't, no matter, and like I told you, Mark, last Sunday, and I know you have different views of this, and that's fine, but he gets 9,000 people watching him consistently for 12 hours and raises $100,000, and that bothers them. That just bothers these people because he's got that much strength when it comes to that. But to do a 12-hour show, and he had great guests, no doubt about it, but to raise $100,000, I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. And and that's not only what he got just off of YouTube itself, probably. So, but that's the stuff that drives him nuts. Is that he will go to that edge and go over the edge and everything else, but people still follow him. But it's his way of doing things. It's just a lot of people can't get away with that. Like I could have never been, even though I was a instigator, agitator in radio, I could never go over the line like Howard Stern did. Yeah. But I went up to the line a lot and got fired a lot for going up to the line. But I mean, it takes a person that just don't give a shit, and that's what it is. He just don't. He cares about things. I'm sure, like his kids, but he just he knows what he's got to do to make this thing go. And it drives that anti people just nuts.
That's basically what you're saying here. Dude.
Dog. A dog shits, and your job is to pick up their shit.
And I'm picking up your shit right now, bro. That's what I'm doing. That's all I've been doing. You shit. You're just like Shud the Builder. You shit all over the world, all over everything. We pick it up. We clean up your shit, all your garbage.
How?
It's fucking absolutely bonkers. Deranged. I want to show a couple other things too, because this is
all right.
I like the comedy more than I do his derangement, but I just wanted to show you like how fucking deranged this guy is if you don't watch him, and I suggest you don't watch him. That's what I generally do.
But let's just talk about him.
But since he's been dropping my name so much and people are clipping it up, I figured I'd play this. And this is the funniest one.
People have been clipping it up. He's been watching
this is SK27 music. He's the guy who creates the trailer for us, the intro to our show. He just basically sums up Aiden's show right here in this 15-second, 1-minute video.
This is just another example of them ganging up on me. Look at this J Boogie thing. Never even heard of him. Look at this. Hey Amy, we got some great guests tonight, Brian and Mike Crawford. Hey guys, Brian here, doing some spring cleaning. Just want to say I can't believe after raising all that money, he woke up thinking about me. He is so weird.
There he goes.
That's Crawford.
The funniest thing is he got Brian's voice down.
So the thing that is funny is this: I don't know this guy that put this together, but of course this is all AI stuff. I mean, it's not like this guy is creative. It's just that he put this together. He probably put it in AI and said, "Hey, I need this, I need that," and then AI put it together. But I mean, but here's Mike. I mean, that's actually kind of funny. Mike with the bong, and then Brian is the guy, Brian LTL Media, the one with the hairpiece. So I mean, it's just but anything they can do to pick on Turtle Boy, but you know why they're doing that. Their goal there is to try to get people to come over and get some views. You know, the people that follow Turtle Boy, like me, to go over there and then, you know, going to pick on them. And the way they look at it is, oh, at least we're getting some views. At least we're getting some views.
And that's exactly what Brian said, point on. And it's so
But then he gets mad that we pick on him, you know, that we irritate him.
true. This dude raises all this money, has all these big time people on his show. And the next morning, all he's doing is crying about us. He's crying about us. And that voice was so on point. And then he comes with me with the bong, with the dogs. Number one, I don't smoke indoors, as you know on my show.
Yeah, because
I don't
his
smoke. Even when I
girlfriend
had Afro Man on the show, I didn't smoke indoors. I smoke outside.
Now, Mark, if you got Afro Man, all right, that's the guy that, you know, that had the "I Got High" song, you know, back in the early 2000s. I didn't do my homework because I got high and everything. He had Afro Man on. I mean, that's the one time that he's the big supporter of smoking pot. That's the one time you got to roll a joint and be on YouTube and smoke a joint with Afro Man. You'll never get another chance at that, right?
Yeah.
I remember one of my big heroes, not the biggest hero, but one of my big heroes in radio was Wolfman Jack when I was a small kid, when I heard that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, the Wolfman.
And I got a chance to meet Wolfman, back in the early 80s. And I was I was riding over to we were going to do some kind of public appearance. And he goes, "Do you?" And I thought to myself, well, I don't, but it's Wolfman Jack, right?
Right.
And you got to, I mean, if he's going to roll a joint, you got to smoke with Wolfman Jack, right? And so you just got to, you know, I was wrecked the rest of the day, but I mean, because whatever he had, it was like Willie Nelson pot. Okay. That's the same thing. If you go to a Willie Nelson show and he invites you on the bus and he rolls one, you got to smoke with Willie. You have
So
to.
Toby Keith, he did it once. And
Right. I mean, and that stuff
song.
is unbelievable what Willie has. All right. And Wolfman had. So, I mean, you just have to. But Mike, he wouldn't even roll. He rolled one. He showed you it, but he did not smoke with Afro Man. Afro Man was smoking, but he wouldn't.
You're not allowed to smoke in the house, right?
Yeah, he can't smoke in the house. Girlfriend says no.
Not with the dogs. No bongs. But this is fucking hilarious. This little video, let's continue to play this. I want to thank SK27. Thank you so much, bro. All right, let's play a little more. SK27 music.
Hey guys, Mike here, just hanging out with my dude here, listening to you guys. Can't believe he's such a loser, streaming us instead of making his own content. I just want to say, while he's watching that, he's a loser. You could have been someone, but you can't help yourself. It's who you are, man.
Turtle Boy could win something.
Computer. I'm not the computer. It looks like a computer. He breaks the plaque that Brian gave him. And it was the weakest.
So how long has this SK27 music been around? Melmac, you seem to know. I mean, does anybody know how long this guy's been around? Has he been anti-Karen Reed for a long time?
Break ever. I don't even think he broke it. Like, he's too vain to break it. Like, I think he threw it down on like a pillow or something. It's like, even that he can't even. Oh my God, impotent, limp. This is friggin' hilarious.
Well, Jay and guests, it appears he is no longer streaming us, but we want to thank him for showing the world again who he really is.
SK27 music, bro.
That was real creative.
Yeah.
We get another one too, don't we?
Give him that.
There's this one.
Sorry, I don't deal with turtle turds. You're
Stop really.
me! I'm right here, Mike! Sorry, I don't deal with turtle turds. You're on your own. Come on, boys. Don't go near that shit. It's bad shit.
Even for the dogs. No, the dogs always know. The dogs always know. It's so funny. I heard that Jess Machado had an incident with a dog loose
No, so he's
It's
laughing.
funny in my
It sounds like Jess Machado hit a dog while driving. That's what it sounded like. And he's coming in. Oh, he's here that Jess Machado had a, he's like laughing. And he's supposed to be a dog guy. I mean, what are you laughing at?
town.
Yeah, if you're-
It happens like at least once a week to me. That happened just a couple days ago. This dog comes running out of a trail while I'm driving by. Stop the car, stop another car. I open my car door and I say, "Go in the car." And the dog jumps in my car. I don't know, some strange. This is wasn't one of my customer dogs. This happens a lot where I'm driving along to go take out a customer dog, or coming back, and I see an owner that did off leash on a trail where they weren't supposed to go, and the dog got away and got onto the street. That was one of these situations. I got the dog in the car instantly, and then the owner shows up.
Okay, she didn't hit a dog. The dog attacked her, and the dog jumped into her car. Okay, got it.
I do that
Sorry, Jess. I didn't mean to say that you hit a dog with the car. Sorry about that.
a lot. That's an easy move. Get the dog in the car. It's easy to do instead of chasing the dog. People, it's funny. Machado had that incident. These people have no dog skills. It's pretty. Get the dog in the car. That's the best. That's it. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it, Mark.
Yeah, it
yeah,
happens
so,
all
hold on.
the time. You open the car door and dogs jump in.
He's
Maybe he's
acting
talking
like
about
he's
girlfriends.
He's like to be, the whole, like he's the man with dogs. I mean, that's just it. He did not. I didn't watch it far enough to see if he started talking about his high school wrestling. Mark, this guy lives in high school wrestling. Hey, you know what? Now I just popped back into my mind what I wanted to tell you. For years, I rode by Lambeau Field in Green Bay, for years, driving, going to the mall, whatever, we go by Lambeau Field, right?
Right.
I never knew that the statue out front of Lambeau, number 88, was for you. Tom told, my buddy Tom told me that statue 88 was because of your football days.
I wasn't 88 though. I was 80.
Well, the 80 is 88, I guess. That's what Tom
I don't know. Tom was high. I think Tom's smoking weed when he shouldn't be driving, man.
Why does a guy have a wide receiver number when he's playing defensive end?
I don't know. You know what? I played. I liked 80 for whatever reason, and I even wore it when I played running back for a little bit. And I started out as a tight end, and then moved to running back, and then in college I wore 80 as a defensive end. Yeah.
So you never talk about your days like Mike Crawford does. You never go into about your big football days
because they weren't too impressive.
Well, Mike was a big wrestler. He loved wearing the singlets. I mean, couldn't you see that body in a singlet? Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah, well, surprisingly, I mean, you got to have a package, wear those singlets. Otherwise, you look like you're neutered, I don't need to show my junk,
And people, I know you want to watch more, Mike. I'll probably go through the Mike Crawford stuff on my own and just kind of cut it up and all that kind of stuff the way I do things. But it's hard for me to sit down and watch him for long periods of time. And I'm sorry about that. It's like JFK. It's hard for me to go through. So I got to really be concentrating on, okay, this is what I got to do. And this is what I got to take care of. And this is what I want to make and all that kind of stuff. And I really got attacked by somebody they sent me a private message. They said, "Who's doing your editing?" It was about the JFK stuff. And who's doing that? Who's doing those things where you go JFK, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I wrote back and I just said, that's me. And they said, well, you need to get a job. I said, that is my job. I mean, that's what I do.
What was he taking issue with?
Well, he thought that I was like farming out the editing and the voice work. He just thought it wasn't, I guess he didn't know it was me or whatever. And I said, no, I got my own studio. I mean, I can, and that's why I told it in my JFK thing. I said, I can do this all day, every day, JFK, because I can sit in my studio every day and go and do this. I mean, that's.
You see the note on the side, Crawford. oil wrestling. Hey, don't knock oil wrestling. It's fun. I mean, it's pretty. There's a lot of competition in oil wrestling, so I can't knock oil wrestling. I do enjoy it, or I used to anyhow. Go get a bottle of of canola oil. That was my favorite. Didn't like olive oil when I was wrestling.
Mike is like petroleum, and Turtle Boy is more like crude. And people like crude. No matter what you say about it, the people do like crude.
I like a little crude.
So I mean that's just the way it is. That's it. So, but so we'll get to Mike Crawford maybe down the road. He'll do something. And JFK, though, I was going to tell you, Mark. I call JFK a manipulator. I call him, a fraud. And I use certain words with him, right? The other night, he was using all my catchphrases, all of them. And it's like, who he's talking. He's talking about me because he's getting irritated by me. And he loves to do these because he wants to be a DJ. Okay. So he grew up, I'm sure that he grew up in the early 90s, late 80s, and all that kind of stuff. So radio at that time, and they still do it. There's still some 80s, formats that do it.
Sure.
But
not many.
There was, a time when in the 80s that between the records, if you weren't talking between the records, they were called drops or they were called sweepers. And that's what I do on the side. And that's just play money that you can do for radio stations. And a sweeper would be basically, playing today's hits or, talking about the morning show, whatever the morning show would be. Yeah. And then there's, a lot of stations like to hear the stutters, like I do with JFK when he talks about crashing out. I'll take part of his saying crash and I'll start just digitally just keeping them going crack, 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 crack. And that's what they used to do in the 80s, right? You do those little stutters. So this person that DM'd me was taking, I guess, offense to that, saying, I don't know who you think you are or something like that, and wanted to know who was doing that for me, who the voice was and who was doing my editing. And it's like, come on.
Yeah.
You don't know it's my voice. If you're listening, you can tell it's my voice. I hope. I do manipulate sometimes, but not all the time. So,
yeah.
But so at least they're listening though, and that's what we got one that actually said, why do you think your opinion matters? And her name was Michelle Duplin, Duplin, and she had to be a JFK guy or girl. So I wrote back and I said, hey, thanks for the view. Thanks. My opinion must matter because it actually made you engage with me by writing this to me. And I thank you for that. And then I also said, at the end, I said, I love you, Dumplin, because her name was Duplin. She told me to fuck off.
Well, how dare she, that's
so they're a little thin skinned, just a little bit. Okay.
Just a little bit.
That's the thing. So you have a big trip coming up. We got to talk about that.
Yeah, that's tomorrow. I'm heading to see grandchild number 4, Audrey.
Oh, wow. You actually remember. That impresses me.
I know. It is pretty impressive. Audrey Elizabeth. And, Seattle, don't care for the town. No, not. You go there. It's like any big town. You go to a restaurant or whatever, but it's now a shithole. And, the businesses downtown are closing up. They got a few of the icon establishments, but the mayor out there, talk about a wackadoodle. She could take it now. Some of these mayors, they're just like, no, we don't care if you want to move out of our city because you don't like us, go ahead and leave. So Starbucks is leaving, or rumored to be leaving, Seattle. I know some of the other big businesses in there are leaving.
Right.
They don't know that they need this revenue to keep the city going. It just they're just goofy. But we're outside of town. We'll go down there for maybe a restaurant, but the mountains and everything else in the Washington State are spectacular. So I mean, if you get a chance to go, head up to the San Juan Islands or whatever. Great seafood. Love seafood.
Oh.
So I'll be out there for a week.
Hey, everybody, look who we have. Look at this.
What do we
Hey.
got there?
Cassie G.
How you doing?
How are you?
How you doing? All right, right.
Good to meet you. Here,
You guys up to it?
this is my buddy Mark over here. And
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Mark, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
It's a beautiful
Scott
day
TV
in
over
the
here.
Midwest.
so how's Brando this morning?
What'd you say, the Midwest?
Yep, we're up in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
We like talking about the East Coast.
Oh. Yeah, I like trying to get out of the East Coast. One of these days.
I think everybody's kind of want to get out of that area the way it sounds. So how's Brando this morning?
It's good. He's right here.
So Mark, just to give you a little background, I contacted
He's got a
Cassie.
little kitty tree over here. That's kind of a glare.
All right.
I contacted Concy because I was watching Spaces by one of Cassie and my favorite people, and they brought up that Cassie G was living in a halfway house.
And halfway to what?
And I did, and it just caught me off guard, and I started laughing. I thought, well, here he is. He's doing streams at 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Doesn't a halfway house have some kind of curfew?
Yeah, they, I mean, some of them just let you have cats and let you stream until 6 o'clock in the morning, and I don't know. It seems to be a pretty big 1-bedroom apartment on the Cape, but Cape Cod. But yeah, it's a halfway house somehow. All said by a known cocaine user, by the way.
Hey, that gives them focus.
But the
Testifies
thing,
to in court under oath. So
yeah, the thing that we got to,
house and I can
But
test
Cassie-
bees and all that stuff too. So
but Cassie, we got to remember that she only did the cocaine because it was brought. It was like Cheeto.
Somebody brought it, right?
over.
I mean, so if it's a present, I feel like you have to do it.
You got to do it.
Right, right.
Yeah.
You got to check it out.
Well, you were nice.
Wanna
enough
be
to bring it over.
appreciative.
I mean, now I got to do it. Now, I mean, it's really nice of you. I have to accept the gift.
I mean, she only does it because she likes the smell.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only
It tastes
reason.
good.
It tastes good.
Is it okay to re-gift cocaine? So someone gives you cocaine and you re-gifted it.
That's
Is that
accepted. Yeah.
okay? Just want to know. If I ever come in that situation,
that is accepted. Yeah.
okay, accepted.
You take
I got to
trade.
write that down.
Yeah.
If I break any cocaine gifting
Etiquette,
protocol,
It's
Not good.
You can do that. Yeah.
So this Nan Gallagher, she's an attorney, Mark, out of Jersey.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of things about her because I watched her when she started going on people's shows, she wanted to be the main lawyer talking about everything. And there's an attorney out there called Mark Betterow that was just tearing it up. And actually on Mike Crawford's show and helping him, raise his channel. And she wanted to be the next Betterow. And she's just not. And so she got very vindictive, very, hateful with people that wouldn't let her on the show. And now she's come to some kind of truth journey, but she says she don't care. She's another Mike Crawford. I don't care what they say. I don't, whatever. But then she gets in everybody's, she just goes after people then. And she's lost, I don't know, probably 100 pounds, 100 some pounds, Cassie?
What's that?
And then Nan, she's lost a lot of weight. And now she picks on people that are heavy. It's like, what is wrong with you?
you can't do.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm just going back and forth with these assholes on Twitter, and besides the Nan, I mean, she's awful. She's god awful. I mean,
Right.
What she's been doing lately. I mean, she's just, she's in full smash mode, just going after everybody. And nobody, anybody, unprovoked. You know what I mean? She's just a piece of shit. I mean, I don't know how else to say it.
Right.
Now all these crybabies are on Twitter since the fundraiser, and they're all crying the blues. You know, I mean, it's madness. They're just everybody's crying.
So
I got one on here right now.
So is
Green with envy. Green,
So is
green,
she-
green.
is she married and then hooking up with this NH dude, or what's the
Really,
deal?
you know, I heard she was like maybe technically married, but maybe like I don't even care.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't even care about that. But she's such a bitch. Like, you know what I mean? Like she's just going after everybody, and she's nasty. She's a nasty windsock, man. And you know, she's just going after everybody. So you know what? I mean, you know, we can do that, man. No
Right.
problem.
Right.
Got no
I mean,
problem.
You know, like I try not to get like that, but it's like, you know, if she called me, Mark, I told you about her. She called me a lost cause because I told her, I said, why don't you?
Why is that?
I said, why don't you, you know, if you want to donate, I'll take $4.99, because that was her big thing when she started. She was giving everybody $4.99.99 for chat.
I know. I should have been nice to her up until that, but I didn't get one.
So I told her, I said this a couple of weeks ago. I said, you know, if you want to, you know, invest on me, and your return of investment would be a hell of a lot better if you know, put the $4.99 towards me. She goes, I don't do lost causes. And I thought, well, you paid for a lie detector test on somebody that was pretty much a lost cause, and now all of a sudden you guys don't want to even talk about this guy, you know. And that's a whole nother story, Mark, we're gonna have to get into, because that they tried to go after one of Turtle Boy's friends, a guy by the name of Ray from Dallas, and then they found somebody, Turtle Boy's ex-girlfriend and JFK found somebody that said that Ray made the moves on him when he was a younger kid, you know, and all this kind of stuff. And then Nan, to go one step further, she got him a lie detector test, and she paid for it. And I guess Kasi G, it was like a really well-known, established lie detector people, the way it sounds. Real credible.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're not serious, right? Some ghost company from Barbados or something, 3 different locations, and they strapped them up to bungee cords or something. Like, I don't even know what's going on here. Like, and then she comes out, and well, she had maintained all along that she really didn't have anything to do with it, and she may have donated a bit to his fund or whatever. And then she comes out the other day on her, you know, her fucking Nantacular, whatever that was, you know, just drags everybody in the United States. You know what I mean? Just goes after everybody. And then she, you know, she admits there that it was her polygrapher. I think that's what they call it, right? Polygraph or polygrapher.
Sure,
That she
go
had
with
used
it.
many times in the past. She funded the whole thing. You know, she's like, I don't represent anybody. I don't represent any of the hood buggers. And
A hood bugger.
you know,
What the hell is it?
it's a long story, man.
That's a long story too.
I got to use that one.
Yeah, it's good. We got a lot of those little terms around here you might not be privy to. I got to remember that maybe everybody doesn't know them.
Who came up with the hood bugger? Was that you?
Actually, I didn't. I didn't come up with hood booger. I came up with Randall.
Okay.
I came up with Cryford. I came up with a bunch of shit. I came up with Turtle Dove. I mean, that's really not a tough one to do, but a bunch of them, bunch of terms, you know. But hood booger, no, I think it came from somebody. I don't remember who it came from. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Right.
So, anyways, where was I at? So, yeah, so she funded the whole thing. And she admitted it the other day. I don't know. It's just the whole thing's very strange, man. I mean, we know what happened. We know what it was.
Right. Right. And they don't want to talk about it now, Mark. She brought it up the other night, but like JFK Show Off, the guy that was, you know, really involved with this, he doesn't even want to talk about it. He doesn't even, I mean, he says nothing about it.
You believe?
I mean, he says nothing. He doesn't want to be questioned about it. He does nothing. And
Walking away from that one.
yeah, so he doesn't even want to, you know, but somehow Meredith, which is Turtle Boy's ex-girlfriend, who's kind of got some issues, and they went on the internet, I guess, and found this guy. I don't know where they found him, but this Alex guy, but they didn't even check his background, Mark. Here he is. He was in prison for knocking over old people for money, and
Oh, nice.
I mean,
Stand-up guy.
I guess
Some
he
guy in a
robbed.
wheelchair, dude.
Yeah, he did that. Well, then I had said something on JFK show about, he said something about he didn't knock over somebody in a wheelchair. Well, then I guess the guy that gave the lie detector test, somebody said something bad about him, and then all of a sudden these guys, JFK and his buddies there, they went, "Oh my God, you're picking on a guy that's in a wheelchair." Well, here JFK was the one that said, "Why don't you wheel on down the road to me, picking on me because I'm in chair."
I'm going to try to keep my language, you know what I mean, to a minimum. You know what I mean? I'm
Don't
sorry.
worry about that.
It's been quite a week. It's just the hypocrisy with these people is just unbelievable. They're just such pieces of shit, rage baiters. And then there's one here like 10 minutes ago. And, saying crazy, nasty shit. And I'm like, hey, I didn't even say anything hardly.
Right.
Like, you're attacking a woman. What is wrong with you? You're in a cult. Where are you there? Like, what? Like, I didn't even bring him up. What are you talking about?
Is it a protected species?
You're out here trying to harass women. I'm like, how would I know you're a woman? Your name's Creasy Bear. Like, it's not really gender specific. These people are such bitches, and just.
I mean, there's something. I mean, when you get going on some of that stuff, I mean, you look down after a while, Mark, and you look at your watch and you go, Jesus, you've been doing this for an hour with these people. That's enough,
Yeah.
But you can
send you into drinking early, smoking some weed.
You can definitely get lost in it because they just go on and on and on, and it's like they're looking through everything. Man. They look through it through a different set of eyes. I don't know what they look at. I mean, look, the Karen Reed thing. It's like none of them want to look at the fact that the cops did a bad job. All right.
Yeah.
And none of them look at that. It's like they go on about, completely different stuff. And it's like, they had the leaf blower out and didn't find any red taillight pieces, but they did find red taillight pieces the next day after. So it's like
after a bunch of snow had fallen, it was after somehow it got there after.
So it's like, and the car, came in like late afternoon one day, and then the next day it looks like they broke the taillight, and then they were just spreading the taillight pieces out. But I mean, we don't know for sure, but something happened. And so, I mean, it's just, but the people that are they just like don't see it. They come up with so many different things that, the people that believe in Karen Reed or believe in Turtle Boy, we're in a cult. That's the thing. We're in a cult.
Yeah, we're in a cult where we harass people, and it's ridiculous.
And it's like,
cult ever, though. If you get it, you should definitely join.
Which one?
The cult.
Oh yeah, the cult.
Oh yeah. Hey, if you're not in at least 2 or 3 cults, you're not living, man. You just got to get into them.
Yeah, you got
community service.
Yeah, you got to get in.
You're not trying, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I got to join another one later this afternoon.
Yeah, I try to do one a week.
Yep.
So
I'm going to join one with my dad, who's 94. He likes cults too.
It's crazy. It's crazy stuff when you sit down and watch it. Like when I would watch the trial, I was like, really? You're not picking up on what's going on here? I mean, you find a guy dead on your lawn, but you don't go check the house that he was found on the lawn. You don't go check the house to make sure everything else.
They didn't even have probable cause. They couldn't even
have probable
cause. He was going there. People knew he was going there. They texted him from there and said, Brian Higgins said, "Are you coming here?"
Right.
They expected him there. He ended up there. He ended up dead on the lawn.
And they don't see that.
Cause.
They don't see it at all.
No, not at all.
Get on my lawn?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now that Mike Wahlberg is out there doing a TV show, Boston, that'll clean up that department.
Donnie Wahlberg.
Or Donnie, yeah.
Yeah,
What did I
Donnie
say?
Wahlberg.
Marky Mark.
Mark Wahlberg, Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah, Donnie.
Yeah, one of the
What is
three.
it, Boston Blue?
Yeah. So
Trying
they'll
to-
get their stuff together now that he's out there.
No, they won't.
That's
He's been out here. They don't give a shit about him.
that's
Yeah.
that's JFK's best friend. He knows the Wahlbergs. He said knows them real
Oh, he
well.
does?
Know
Yeah,
anybody.
he ate at their restaurant. Had a double Wahlberg.
The thing I always say is if he knows the Wahlbergs so well, like with me, I knew Blake Shelton's drummer so well, so I used him to start a YouTube show.
Right.
So if you know somebody that well, why didn't he go up to Mark Wahlberg and say, "Hey, could you get one of my rap songs in one of your
He doesn't
TV
know-
shows?"
He doesn't know any dude.
Nobody.
No, he does.
Bullshit.
He does not know anybody.
And the
I
people
don't even
that
know if he knows what Wahlberg's restaurant is. Like, where you can get the burgers at. Would you believe it?
Cassie G, the place that I live here in Wisconsin, you can look it up, but we are actually called the Cape Cod of the Midwest.
Really?
That's what this area where I live. It's called Door County, and you can go to doorcounty.com and look at it, but that's what they call it. They call it the Cape Cod of the Midwest. I guess
Is there an ocean around you? You're in
No,
Wisconsin.
it's
Michigan.
it's Lake Michigan and the Bay of Green Bay, and we're right on the thumb.
The Cape is kind of cool because we got right down the street. We got the ocean here.
Okay.
Uh,
So do you
We
get
have an inland ocean.
to see the dolphins?
there's not a lot of dolphins out there. A lot of sharks.
That's more Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, a lot of sharks.
A lot of sharks.
Yeah, I'm right next to Martha's Vineyard. And,
Okay.
Where Jaws was filmed.
Oh,
And that whole
All right. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, we're famous for sharks out here.
I was just wondering because I always see the dolphin or the whale or something on JFK, so I was trying to figure out where he was getting that little thing from.
Oh no, he's just a fucking weirdo.
Call it like you see it there.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't even know what they get this with the Fockery donuts. Like, what is that?
yeah. Well,
I don't
that's
even know what even is that. He's got the little dolphin thing on the thumb. I don't even know what it is. Swim God. What is that?
Swim God.
His handle when he puts
I
it
think-
on Swim God.
think-
What is that?
I think he came up with the swim god because he's drowning, so he figures that he has to talk about swimming now. So he's drowning, so he's going to be the swim god. That's the only thing I can
Yeah,
think
I
of.
guess you would have to if you're drowning. Yeah.
Well, maybe somebody should drown them. Help them.
So help him a little bit.
Sure, you know somebody that's got some cement product that could be attached to his ankles.
Cosby,
He's in Atlanta now.
Cosby, you had a great time with Turtle Boy on the fundraiser. What a great day for him, and what a great ending. With all the money and everything. And like you said before, I mean that's driven them completely over the edge that he earned that much money.
Twitter's on fire. They're so pissed. And then, the thing, we kind of collided with Nick Recator as well.
Right.
He's a huge YouTuber who also has a checkered past, and everybody's crying about that. And it's like, he doesn't affect you.
Right.
It doesn't affect your family, your love. Like, shut up.
That's what they go
And
after.
they just can't. So, whatever. It is what it is. There's people out here to drag, and there's crybabies out here to shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Right.
And, it just gets old. I'm just tired of it. I'm just sick of playing nice on X. Now I just go hard. And, you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm just sick of it, man.
And Mark, one of the big agitators out there is a person called Kate Peter, called Masso Mafia. So she rips on everybody. If she gets something on you, she'll rip on you about whatever it is, right? But here's a woman that had kids taken away from her by the state. And she's ripping on everybody, on other people. I mean, it's like, what are you doing? You know,
It's like, why would she bring attention to herself when she's a piece of shit?
right? You just can't make this stuff up. You can't.
No. Did you hear her spaces that she did yesterday?
No, I don't. I heard one a couple of days ago.
Yeah, she did one yesterday with some other gay guy on X on Spaces, and 3 hours of crying.
Oh,
Nick went over it last night. It was unbelievable.
So was the gay guy? Is that the gay guy that was on?
No, he's not actually gay.
Oh, okay. Whatever happened to the gay guy that was on Yellow Cottage Tales during the trial? Do you remember him?
Oh yeah. He's not also not a gay guy. Just disclaimer.
Okay.
I don't think. But Plevin.
Yeah, it's on Plevin's show. He was on Plevin's show, and he
you mean Boundless Millennial?
Yes, that guy. Whatever happened to him? Yeah, I mean, whatever happened to him?
I don't know. He's still around, being gay somewhere. I'm not really sure.
Because we haven't really heard from him a lot. I mean, he was real mouthy during the trial, but he's not real mouthy anymore. It doesn't seem.
Yeah, I remember hearing him during the verdict. He was very upset.
Yeah, very upset. He actually said something. I can't remember what it was, but he said something really bad, and I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I remember something like he hopes Karen Reed gets attacked in prison or something like that.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
I think that was it.
It was just, but Mark, I mean, I know you're on Twitter, but you don't use it. But Mark, if you ever got on there and just followed some of these people,
don't bother.
You would be.
It's time I can never recover.
Oh my God! It's just, I'm thinking of logging off for about 3 weeks. Like it's been a lot. Like, and it's just, like, what's the use sometimes? But also, screw them.
Right.
And like, you get caught up in that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do I really want to do this? And also at the same time, these people are pieces of shit.
Right.
People need to know it. So you get, it's a balancing act.
And that's why you got,
absolutely.
You just got to be able to, and that's what I do with JFK. I just want, the guy lies so much, with his, I mean, I did radio for a long time, and did played a lot of rap music. And when I first started in that type, and then I went to country music, but I never heard of JFK. I never heard of Show Off Records. I got people that are in the record business.
Is that JFK's thing?
Yeah, Show Off Records. That's what his record company is called. And I asked these people there. I mean, they've been legendary record people, and they said, we never heard of that. And it's like, but he talks about all the success he had. And it's like, where? And when I asked him, I said, well, where have you ever had a hit? He goes, well, I was more underground. I said,
underground.
That means he sucks so bad they try to bury him.
It's like
he's drowning, he's buried. I mean, he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So
my mom said that to me. She said I was a treasure. Let's bury you.
And then Mike Crawford, I was listening to him one night. This was way early. And he was talking about being in radio. He talked about his radio and everything. And then I started questioning him about it in his chat. And he was like, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you think you are. But so I was asking him about the Boston market, because when I was in radio, I kept track of all the the bigger areas, especially when I made Milwaukee market. I kind of watched everybody. And I was a big fan of a guy out in Boston. I mean, I watched his career. I wanted to work for him actually one day. And his name was Sonny Joe White. He worked at Kiss FM. And
remember Dale Dorman?
Dale Dorman, yeah. I mean, legendary.
Kiss 108, yeah.
Kiss 108. And Sonny Joe was just a monster when it came to be a program director for radio, was a monster. I think Sonny Joe also worked early on at WZOU in Boston.
Ooh, that's an old one.
Early. And it's kind of funny because, and Mark knows this, but it's kind of funny. When WZOU was going on, I was actually working at a station in Little Rock, Arkansas, that was KZOU. So, of course, I kind of kept track of what was going on in Boston. But there was another legendary program director, and this is going way back. A guy by the name of Steve Rivers. He was on all the RKO stations. He programmed all of that stuff.
I think
And so I was asking Mike Crawford one night. I was asking him about these guys. He goes, "I don't know them." You know, and then all of a sudden he brings up somebody. Oh boy, I can't even remember his name. It's somebody that no, it was somebody else, and I can't remember what station it was on. But he brings them up every once in a while, and it's like a guy that has a show name, and it's kind of a goofy thing. And I said, well,
Robbie Road Steamer?
Yeah, Robbie Road Steamer. And I was like, yeah, I don't remember that guy.
Let me tell you about Robbie Road Steamer. Robbie Road Steamer, back in the day, I think he was on WAAF. That's the rock station up here.
Okay, yep.
And I mean, 25 years ago,
Okay.
he was like third fiddle. Like he would do like small bits and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't like a regular DJ. He was
Right.
like a goofy guy.
Okay.
Guy that would do goofy shit. You know what I mean? He would have a couple bits.
Right.
Show, 4-hour show, 5, whatever it was. But yeah, that's Robbie Road Steamer.
Wow.
You know, definitely not a radio staple in Boston, but I do remember him because I used to listen to that station all the time. He's kind of funny. But yeah, that's Mike's big guest he has on.
Yeah. Well, one of my favorite disc jockeys that ever come out of the Boston area is a guy by the name of JoJo Kincaid. He was like a god to me on radio. And he worked at what was it? It was a top 40 station in the 80s. It was outside. It was in like what is it? How do you say it? Framingham or Farmingham?
Framingham?
Yeah. It was licensed. The station was licensed to that area. I just can't remember. It was that WA or no, it was WF. Something WF, but JoJo Kincaid, and he went on to be.
I don't remember that one.
He went on to be a big star in San Diego, big star, and he was a guy that looked like a nerd. He'd always carry like a stopwatch in his pocket and pens, and I mean, you could look him up on YouTube. He's just funny as heck. He's a nerd, but boy, when he turned on the mic, he turned into something else. I mean, it was just crazy. But he was one of my heroes, and he came out of that area. I think he actually grew up in that city, and then started working for that station, and then he just took off and went hit a lot of. I think he ended up down in Tampa. But so I knew a lot about the Boston market, so that's why I was asking Mike. And then JFK did the same thing. He was talking about his big radio career that he supposedly had on Sirius or something. I guess he had something on Sirius, but. Somebody then told me that he wasn't really doing anything. He was just kind of like hanging out. That's where he got that hat from that everybody wears, like the one you're wearing.
Yeah, I got his hat. He doesn't have that anymore.
Yeah, he's got. I mean, the hat that he had there, he said it came from. That's it.
Yeah, I snatched it off his head.
There you go.
But he said that came from Shady. But it didn't. I actually knew somebody that worked in Shady's record label. And what they did years ago is they got together with Mitchell Ness, I think is the maker name. And they got together and they made a bunch of hats up and they gave them the radio stations and Sirius XM to give out as prizes. So that's how JFK got it. He didn't get it from knowing Shady like he tried to say that he knew Eminem. He didn't. He got it through that. So, I mean, that's just some of the things, Mark, that they just, and I guess they didn't think that I would come along and actually know that kind of stuff.
You're just fact checking them all the way along, and nobody can.
I mean, I don't have a lot of facts and a lot of things, but when it comes to radio, I know a little bit of the radio stuff. And
I'm an old Howard Stern guy. I used to listen to Stern.
Yeah, Stern. I mean, Stern is. And that's what I was saying earlier in this. I said, the people can complain about Turtle Boy and the way he does things, but it's the shock thing. It's the Howard Stern style thing. And sometimes I don't agree with it. Sometimes, I mean, I think he's funny. And and that's the way it was with Howard Stern with me too, is that, there were some things that he made me laugh. And then some things I was like, Yeah,
he's a wild boy. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But the thing is, like, is people, like, free speech is for speech that we don't necessarily like. I mean, we don't have to worry about the stuff that we like, right?
Right.
People have the right to say whatever they want, and that's the point that's been trying to be made about this whole thing lately.
Right.
You know, Nick Rekieta going on X and posting what he posted, which I won't even say here.
Right.
Put the internet into a shitstorm. I mean, he said, "Turtle Boy, hold my beer."
Right.
And tripled down and said the most wild shit ever. And people are like, "Oh my God, disgusting." And people went mental.
And Mark, you know, the First Amendment right is very important, at least to me and you.
Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
Absolutely. Listen, you don't have to like it.
You don't.
You can think they're shitty people. You know what I mean? Your feelings don't matter, man.
Right.
No.
Well, we can't say that in Massachusetts, Kasi, because
that's the problem, man. That's
Right.
where we're at. That's why this is such a big thing. You know,
Or
because
my household. I got
Mark,
limited.
out in Massachusetts, you can catch a charge if you hurt somebody's feelings.
What?
Yeah.
if they're a witness,
Yeah. If they're a witness and you hurt their feelings, you can catch a charge.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'd
So-
be out there trying to hurt everybody's feelings.
I mean,
it's absolutely insane that is in a statute.
Yeah.
That feelings are in a law.
I mean,
It's not Canada. What
I
the
mean,
hell?
do you imagine how many
does that
times?
work?
Do you imagine how many times Trump has hurt Pocahontas's feelings?
Oh, jeez.
I mean, he better hope he never goes to
I
that.
mean, and Trump might have been a witness during that. So,
Yeah. So,
you know,
but it's just crazy stuff out there. I mean, and when I think about Massachusetts, that's the thing that just gets me going is some of the things that's going on out there. You know, from the mayor of Boston, from the governor. I mean, it's just it's something. I mean, it's just crazy stuff. I mean, it's almost as bad as what's going on in Minnesota when you look up this stuff.
Well, you got Boston, you got Minneapolis, and Seattle, and it's just all wackadoodles. I mean, all
Portland.
three of them are cut from and New York, I guess too. They're cut from the same cloth, and they're all pieces of excrement, and they'll get theirs.
Eventually, it all comes around.
Things are wild out there, and I mean, you know, in some ways, I don't know. I mean, two different sides, right? There's a lot of crazy, shootings and the ICE stuff going on like in Minnesota, right?
Yep.
And here it's just like corruption and freedom of speech, and there's a lot of problems here, man.
So the corruptions had to been going on for a long time, right, Kasi G?
Yeah. I mean, everywhere, but it's very much highlighted here lately with these recent cases, you know. I mean, Karen Reed, Turtle Boy, Sandra Birchmore, just to name a couple. Right. And then you got Kelsey Fitzsimmons lately. That wasn't as, it was, a big deal, but nobody died.
Right.
A cop shot another cop, and there's a whole story behind that. We can get to later, but
and don't forget about Brian LTL's big news story, the boxing thing.
Brian?
Yeah.
Yeah. He cries a lot.
Yeah, he does cry a lot.
Cries a lot.
And Mark, that's why I wanted to get you involved, because I know that you're really into the political side of things, and I thought it would be a great view from you. I know that you slant more to the moderate right, but I mean, some of this stuff is just. I mean, and we got pieces of shit on both sides. Oh
hell yeah.
I'm not saying that there isn't, but it's just like it seems like the left, when the cities are real left, there's some bad things happening, and it's all deals with the corruption with the cops and stuff like that, and it's just crazy.
We're a red state out here. I mean, a blue state out here.
Yeah, So I mean,
Yeah, this whole country isn't short of shitheads, like you said, Jeff. On both sides. I mean, here's another example. A Republican, Nancy Mace, if you guys know her, down in Carolina, she put a bill out there to expose all these shithead congressmen, Republicans and Democrats, for sexual misconduct, that they bribed these people, they paid them off.
Right.
The government paid for this. She goes, let's get that list out there so everybody can see it. Well, there wasn't, I don't know if there was, other than her, one Republican that voted for it, because they probably had their tallywhacker out, just like the other dumbasses.
It's crazy stuff. It really is. But so Kasi, I appreciate you jumping on here with us, and like I said, it made it's just always good to hear from somebody out in that area talking about what's going on and what's happening. And like I said, I think me and you sometimes sit on the same side when we're on Twitter and going after some of these people, because it's just crazy.
Definitely on the same side.
And it's just it's funny to see, like I said, it's funny to see Nan unravel and just go crazy. And I wasn't really into the whole Meredith thing, and then when she was in court and she admitted to cocaine use, it was like, really, you're sitting on the court, and in the court of law, you're sitting on the stand and you admit to cocaine use, but Turtle Boy's bad.
Because I live in a halfway house.
Yeah, and plus you're in the halfway house. Where did that story come from, Kasi G?
Do you want to hear?
I mean, I'd like to hear where they came up with it.
I'll play it for you if you want.
Okay.
I think
Mark, I mean, they don't even know. I mean, and they say this stuff,
making it up.
They just make it up out of whole cloth. It doesn't matter if it's true. Doesn't matter.
Kasi G, MJ wants you to tell us about the audit that you guys have been waiting for.
Yeah, I just answered her. I said, "What is that, MJ?" MJ is responsible for getting my cat Brando here.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice, MJ.
He hooked me up with Brando. Yeah. So that's.
Is he talking about the state audit where the governor?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I talked about that a few weeks ago. Is basically the state auditor is somewhat independent, but it is a Democrat, and she's looking at all these numbers, and the legislation is supposed to give them, for all these different departments, and they won't give out the information because they know there's fraud. So the governor and the legislation is working against the state auditor to provide the data, and it's just as effed up as it gets. I mean, give them information, but they're hiding something, obviously, if they don't want to give out the information. So that continues to go on.
And then I read something about that, is that the one that's making the decisions to go further into that, I think it's a judge or something, is actually the ex-girlfriend lover to the governor.
Oh, geez.
So that's the fight, I think, that they have right there. So, I mean, right away we talked about gays, and guess who showed up? Dean. I'm kidding, Dean. Dean, I'm kidding. Come on. I'm a joke.
Yeah, that's right. He was accused. Well, he was getting snuggly with us last time we talked.
Better watch out for them.
Yeah.
So go back to Kasi G real quick on the halfway house. I'd like to hear that.
Yeah. I'm looking for the.
Okay.
I have the clip here.
Yeah. See, Governor Maura Healey appointed.
1 minute. I got to set this up. Right?
Yep. Appointed her, Mark, the person that got in charge, and I mean, it's like when you see these stories, I always say you just can't make these things up.
No, that whole audit thing is just bizarre. So it's as clear as glass on what's going on there. Everybody knows.
See, and somebody just said, and I didn't say this, Dean, I'm just reading. somebody that said Dean is the gayest gay, but they love him.
Yeah, for sure.
Dean only shows his gay part of him when you start talking nice to Danny from Red House Media. That's when he gets a little jealous.
Yeah, he's a real son of a bitch. No, I love Dean. He's kidding. Yeah, no, Dean's cool.
Yeah.
Our whole side's cool, man. We got the best people.
MJ, Dean, and like I said, Hippie Chick, Mary B. I mean, there's a lot of them. Melmac that helped us in the beginning like crazy, and now I should check Mark. Huh? We haven't checked in a while to see. I mean, my goal is to make 200 subs. That's what my goal has always been, and I know I need to set my heights a little bit further, but I just, I always thought that would be a cool number to have, and we're at 200, Mark. We made it.
All right. There it is.
Thanks to Kasi G, we made it.
There you go.
So thanks.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
You must have came on, and somebody that didn't know about us, they must have said, "Oh, we got to go check this out." And so that's really great that we're at 200. Thanks a lot, everybody.
I wish somebody would have alerted me earlier that you guys were here. I kind of stumbled on the station one day.
Okay.
Oh, look at that. This guy's talking about JFK. Wow.
He's like my favorite guy to go after. I mean, I just, because he gets angry. He really is mad at me because I'm going after him. I don't know if you knew Kasi G, but somebody on his side DM'd me and said that they wanted to know who was doing my editing, who was doing my voice stuff that I, put in something. Yeah, they wanted to know everything. And I said, well, it's me. And they said, you're not doing those editing. You're not doing that. I said, well, I got a studio. I do voiceovers. So I got a studio. And and I could crack on JFK forever, if I wanted to. So it's just kind of funny.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, I got to hear, maybe when we get together, Kasi G, we'll play the thing where the halfway house came from. And
I was just sending it to my email. If you want to, we could play it later if you want.
Yeah. I have a voiceover session coming up here at 1 o'clock your time. So,
yeah.
And so I got to get with that. But again, I appreciate you jumping on here and helping us out a little bit. We got to 200. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody that's checking it out today. The replay crew, please check us out, share us, like us, and of course, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And just to let everybody know that's in here, Kasi G and I have been talking. There's some people that said that Kasi G and I need to get together and do a show. So we're going to think about this. We're going to put it together and put some things together and everything. And I know they want us to talk, Kasi G, they want us to talk about untwisted tragedies.
No problem.
There you go.
So
I got clips for days.
So we're going to do that. Like I said, we're just going to get together and figure that all out. But tomorrow night, a new channel, it's TC Maylin, and she invited me on her thing tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time, 4 o'clock Central time. So I'm going to be doing that with her. Mark is going to be in the air heading to Seattle, so he's not going to be here. But I did put a thing out. If she's going to get me on, I did put a message out to my buddy Tracy, and he's in Vegas, and I think he's wrapping up tomorrow night as his last show. So I don't know if he can join us, but so I'm going to get on with TC Maylin tomorrow. So got some things coming up, but like I said, Kasi G and I will definitely let everybody know. We'll give you a 2-day head start of when we're going to get together and all that kind of stuff. And
we'll work it out, man. We'll just
I appreciate you agreeing to do that, because that's like I said, I've been watching you for a long time. I go way back to when you called the glare, and I thought always that was so hilarious.
Yeah. I didn't start my channel until October.
Wow.
September, something like
Okay.
That. So haven't been around for long. Just past 3,000 subs.
Nice.
You know, and trying to go live as much as I'm probably going to go live today.
Okay.
See much going on. Probably a good opportunity to do so.
Right. Well, everybody make sure you check out Kasi G then if he does go live. And again, thank you. Mark, I know you got to get ready for your big trip. So we'll get out of here.
You guys do something.
It was nice meeting you, Kasi G.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Everybody like and subscribe here. Hit the like, please. Ditch the chat real quick. Hit the like. And yeah, follow these guys. It's Madstork, right?
Yep, Madstork. My name is Jeff. But yes, please. Jeff and Mark.
There it is.
Cool. Awesome.
So please do that. And Kasi G, thanks again. And we'll talk soon, okay?
All right, guys.
All right, take care, everybody.
All right.
Bye. Mark?
Yep.
Make sure you have a good trip. And we'll see you when you get back. What are you gone for, a week or what?
Yep. I'll give you a call when we're out there.
Okay.
Give you a heads up.
Let me know what's going on. And then whenever you get back and you want to invite me for a dinner, just let me know.
All right. We'll get her done.
Give me a heads up, all right? Don't call me at 2:00 in the afternoon knowing that I can't make it and go, oh, you missed it.
Well, sometimes that's the way it happens.
And people are really loving, before we hit the road here, people are really loving some of my stories about you. And
Because they're lies. You're a fiction teller.
They're not lies. This is stuff that you remember.
lie.
So I do have one more. And you said, and I actually have pictures of it. Now, I don't know where the pictures are right now, but I do have pictures. You had said last week that I was the one that was carrying the beer across the baseball
field. You have them in your fingers.
We have actually documents of you being right behind me carrying a case.
That could have been true. I was just talking about you.
We were in fifth grade and we were robbers. Can you believe it?
We were thieves. We took a rock and smashed the lock off the door of the baseball.
Well, we didn't do that.
I think we did.
I thought it was another guy that did that.
Somebody did it.
But here you are.
I know was just in and out.
How bad were we, people in our chat? How bad were Mark and I that we break into a place that has a ton? It was a baseball field with a concession stand that had tons of popcorn and
candy
and gum and all that kind of stuff. But what do we steal at fifth grade? We steal the beer.
That's because you're a Belgian. That's why Belgians like to drink beer.
So there you go. That's what we were like when we were fifth graders. Thank God we got out of that, right?
Oh, criminal record following us since fifth grade.
All right.
Juveniles.
Safe travels, and please tell your wife to watch us. I know she hasn't yet, but please tell her to watch us.
Maybe she'll watch it on the flight tomorrow.
All right. We need the views. I know she doesn't believe in this stuff, but you tell her. Wait till we're making $20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then she can spend it on stuff.
You have a good time. Make sure you hug your granddaughter and go out and meet some people in Seattle. Maybe you'll turn your mind. Change your mind.
I get triggered when I walk anywhere in Seattle. I'm triggered.
There's a place out there. Boy, I'm not going to remember what it is, but one of my best friends in radio lives out in the Seattle area, but it's on an island. Do you know what?
On Woodby?
Not Woodby.
Broadbrain?
Yes, Brainbridge.
Yep, Brainbridge. That's it. That's
it. One of my best friends in radio, a person that gave me job after job after job in radio. She was a consultant, and she lives in Brainbridge, but she lives in the wintertime in Vegas.
Oh, wow.
And, beautiful area, she says, that Brainbridge area.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Do you know who lives out in Seattle?
What's that?
Do you know who lives out in Seattle?
Who?
From this area, from our area? Marty Marchant.
Yep. I did know that.
Oh, okay. Did you ever get a chance to see him? Did you know him?
I didn't know him that well.
Okay.
I just hung out with Mark and Mike.
Okay. All right. Because he's been out there for a lot of years. He's like a captain on yachts or something, isn't he?
Yeah, he was doing that, but now I think he's into communes and things like that.
Oh, okay. All right.
He's sort of a granola. It's not bad to be a granola. It is what it is, right?
But our YouTube channel is really doing well, and we really appreciate it. I mean, it's doing so well that Mark went and bought a new truck. So we must be making some money.
Yeah, we're rolling it with 201 subscribers, maybe.
Hey, we don't have money making Mike, but we got money making Mark.
Oh, sure, Jeffrey. All right.
You have a good day, all right?
Have a good one. Take care, everybody.
Straight from the curb where the asphalt burns, Maplewood streets where a lesson is learned. From the gritty blocks to the Door County line, Mark and Jeff are next in line. They left the shadows of the Door County neighborhood, doing things that the locals never could. From Maplewood up to the woods of the Cape Cod of the Midwest Wild, they're trading the concrete for the Turtle Boy style. Two fearless warriors, hearts made of steel, on a YouTube mission to keep it real. Mark and Jeff, yeah, they're taking the crown, the baddest duo to ever hit this YouTube town. Mark and Jeff, they're calling, the stakes are high. Underneath that heavy Wisconsin sky, they aren't just creators, they're battle bound, changing the game, keeping their feet on the ground. The mics are on and cameras are rolling, the Madstork flock is counting the views and collecting the wins and doing it without sins. From Maplewood Tuck to the woods of the Cape Cod of the Midwest Wild, they're trading the concrete for the Turtle Boy style. Two fearless warriors, hearts made of steel, on a YouTube mission to keep it real. Mark and Jeff, yeah, they're taking the crown of that